Well, hello, Crafty Mavens. It's Christy, back with another haul. This one is a combination between Home Goods, I think Walmart, and Amazon. So a little bit larger. Um, I was able to find a few things at Home Goods that I was happy to find. I found these little leaf plates on clearance. I think that these will be super cute to do some type of fall, small, pocket type fall Happy Mail for next year. I found these strawberry plates. There's 16 plates here. These were $3. I thought these were really, really cute. These I love. Love, love, love these. This one was $3.50 and there's 12 plates. They were clearance, but I just have to tell you that I think this book stack is super, super sweet. Different. I managed to get these Dear Santas on clearance also. I just love the whole envelope. This one I thought was really pretty. Another one that I found on clearance. And then gingerbread. This gingerbread bin. They had a gingerbread girl, but I didn't think she was any cuter than the boy, and he didn't really need both. The thing that I really loved that I found were these salt and pepper shakers. Look at these bows. Is that not just absolutely gorgeous? I found these. They were $6.99, so they weren't on sale or anything, but Home Goods isn't normally. But I thought that these, if I ever get my act together and start making the salt and pepper shaker tassels, that these bows would be fabulous to be able to gift someone. I found these macaroons. Look how adorable. These are going to make just the most precious tassels. I found, oh, wait till you see these. Look at these pink swans. Look how gorgeous these pink swans are. I'm doing a favorite thing swap, and I'm torn between which Maggie Holmes collection I want to use because I have 3 favorites. And then I have a Beavalent, and they, some of my favorite older collections have swans in them. They're not pink, but I still think that this might be a possibility for a tassel shaker in part of that swap. But I thought that all 3 of these salt and pepper shakers were just the best find ever. I had found some at Christmas. I have yet to actually really make any, but I feel like I'm on this wild hunt to try to find the cutest salt and pepper shakers. I found some trinket dishes, or what I would consider trinket dishes, for Valentine's Day. They're calling this a spoon rest. They were $4.99, but I think that I picked up a couple of these so that I can share when I do my Valentine swap. I found some really cute cupcake napkins. There's a 40 count in this set, and they were $5.99. And they're Paperluxe. These were super cute. I mentioned in some of my other videos that I think the bow and the cherry are really going to be everywhere this year. So this is a 40 pack, and they were $3.99. And then this is my most favorite plate that I have found to date. And it's this scalloped plate with the bows. $5.99, and there's 16 plates. And this is a really good size. If you look, these are from My Mind's Eye. The white ones were okay. I didn't really think that they were that special, but these pink ones, I cannot wait to see if there's another bow swap this year in 26 like last year, or if there are just some bow themed things that putting the acetate across, making a shaker, and using it in a pocket. I even thought this might even be special for maybe birthdays, to use this plate to do like a loaded birthday plate envelope type deal. Hang on, I'm going to grab things from the rest of this haul. I feel like I'm playing Tetris in my craft room these days. All right, let's see what's next. At Walmart, this plate is enormous. This was $2. There's 8 pieces in their Valentine's section. And then I thought these were so cute. Look how cute these were $1, 8 piece. And these were cute. So 8 pieces, another $1. So I think I'm kind of set for plates to be able to put together some loaded pockets. I also found these cups on clearance in the Christmas aisle. There's 6 hot cocoa cups, but I really think that these will be awesome to stuff kind of like a whimsy jar, but I loved the red bows. I didn't really think that they necessarily screamed Christmas. I thought they could be Christmas, Valentine's, or just everyday kind of thing. I found this sparkle sequin tulle that I think is going to look great on some clusters and some rosettes for Valentine's Day. And then, funny enough, in the Christmas section, I found these little bath bombs. This Santa hat is so cute. It says that this scent is sugar cookie. But look, at Christmas, I'm not sure why, these were literally in Christmas boxes, but they're little purple spiders. Look how cute. And this says it's berry scent. So I'm going to hang on to these for Halloween, because I just think that these little tiny spiders are so adorable. Why they were with Christmas and Christmas packaging at Walmart, I have no idea, but I'm glad that they were, because they're really, really cute. Now, we're going to move on to Amazon. Amazon and I have been in a massive battle for probably 2 or 3 months now. I live in a rural 3-stoplight town. It's full of prisons and jails. There's not much out here. There's not a major grocery store. There's not a Walmart. There's Circle K, Speedway, a couple of fast food places, and a lot of jails and prisons. So for the longest time, I would use one of the Amazon boxes, because in my little town, my side of Main Street doesn't get home delivery through the U.S. Postal Service. And a couple years ago, they did something with the GIS mapping that makes it so that my address isn't verified anymore. So like if I go into PayPal, I had to change my mailing address to the street address of the post office with my post office box, which doesn't make any sense to me. I've argued until I'm blue in the face, like with our town, with the Postal Service, and with the county. They're all point fingers at each other for why we can't get home delivery, why I don't have a verified address. So what happens is that UPS has a difficult time finding my house. And I live in a town. I don't live out in the outskirts. I live smack in the middle of town. I live in a true residential area. So Amazon has a difficult time finding my home. UPS has a difficult time finding my home. The U.S. Postal Service does not deliver to my physical address, and they provide us with a post office box because of that. Well, for a better part of a year, I was using the Amazon mailboxes, the boxes they put outside of businesses, and you can go pick up your packages, and that was working well. This summer, the heat would override the machine, overheat it, and the machine you couldn't open. After 3 days in a row, if they can't deliver your packages, they just return them. Well, a lot of times these are things that you can't buy in a big box store. You can't buy because Joann's is closed. So it's really, really frustrating. I mean, When I say it's frustrating, it is so frustrating when you're ordering things, you're waiting on them because you're crafting or you're doing something that you need that item for, and they return it. And then you have to get a refund. You have to order it again. It's just madness. It is absolute and utter chaos and madness. So Amazon and I have been going round and round because Amazon has misdelivered, not delivered, or refunded and returned my packages, and I just am at my wit's end with them. I don't even know what to do with them anymore because they've become so unreliable. I used to get my packages in 48 hours. I'm lucky if I get them in a week now. But a lot of these items that I order, I cannot go to a store in the state of Arizona and pick up these items. So I wanted to share with you my Amazon hauls. Now, this might be the last Amazon hauls and orders I ever have because I'm so frustrated with Amazon. But I needed to restock on double-sided tape. So I picked up the 1 inch, the 2 inch, or 1.5, and the 2 inch. This comes from, I think it's called the Sign Shop. I love it. It does a great job. And a lot of times when I pick up adhesives, or it comes from Sign World, I'm sorry. When I pick up adhesives in the Arizona heat, if they sit outside for any length of time, sometimes they go bad. These do not. These stand up very well, and they stick really, really good. My other obsession recently, probably started about 6 months ago, are these tickets. I don't know if you've watched any of my older Nellis auctions hauls, but I frequently pick up these tickets from Nellis auctions. I needed green and I needed pink. I've gotten red, blue, and I got a box with about 20,000 tickets in it that are a 2-part ticket, but they are like white with like a pink in different colors. But I needed these solids. Ashley Bright did some pink ticket embellishments that were just phenomenal. And I finally found the right pink, a good pink, the perfect pink to work on embellishments for 2 swaps and just embellishments in general because I like pink and I love green. So I scored these tickets on Amazon. These tickets took a wild ride with Amazon over the course of a couple days to get to me. So glad they finally made it. Something I've been working on with junk journaling is a pink junk journal, a pink kit. I found these pink guest checks and I love them. I think that they are so cute and so perfect because of the pink. I have the traditional like light green guest checks, but I wanted those pink ones. I ordered this 50 sheet vellum because I want to work on some vellum flowers, and I wanted to have some pink vellum pages in my journals. And I was pleasantly surprised that even though this is kind of like a salmon pink, I think it's transparent enough that it will work with the pinks that I'm working with. I make a lot of hot cocoa packs during the fall and Christmas, and I found the most adorable spoons for next year. They say, I love hot cocoa. I love hot cocoa. I think the A is a little weird on them, but I don't think it'll be too big of an issue. But I think that these will be nice addition to my packaging, and there's 100 in here. I was looking for eyelash trim, and so I finally managed to get a hold of the right color pink. I didn't want a fuchsia pink, and I didn't want like a pale watered down pink. I wanted this perfect pink, bubblegum pink. And then this gold is not, it has a little bit of white in it, but I've had a difficult time finding a solid true gold, but for now I think that this will work. But I really am looking forward to showing some project shares with some embellishments that I'm using these two with. I love the resin epoxy stickers that go with the bottle caps. So I managed to get this really nice big 100-piece set of bottle caps to work on some embellishments for my favorite things swap that's coming up. Pink is a thing with me. Pink, teal, red, love them. Love the color combo. I was able to pick up, there's 70 paper clips in this little container, and I managed to get 4 of these. So there's large and small paper clips, but again, part of the journaling and part of the embellishments that I'm working on, I needed pink paper clips. Next, I've been making some hidden paper clips, and I've been following a tutorial by, is it Sweet Strawberries or I'll have to look. I don't remember. But she uses this particular type of paper clip. It's got a rounded and pointed, and the little rounded part peeks up just enough that you can tie like your ribbon or seam binding to, and it makes the perfect paper clip. Even though they're not long like a normal paper clip, they work just as well, and they secure items just as good as a normal paper clip. So I find that I've become quite partial to these. These little paper clips also, I think, are mini. And the funny part is when I make bead wrap and dangles, I've traditionally used silver, but I find that I'm really gravitating towards gold. But I love these little tiny paper clips. They make such adorable embellishments in folios and just in different things. More gold. Like I said, I'm on this gold kick with the gold hardware and the gold accessories. I love these. I think they call them like an bulb pin. They're kind of like a safety pin on one area and a bulb here, but they're great for some of the embellishments and for junk journaling embellishments. These are brad pulls. You can use them at the end of like a book pull to pull a book out, but they look really good with a dangle hanging off of them for junk journals. A couple months ago, I did a swap with Leave It to Lisa. It was a travel swap. And as a gift, she gifted us with a fuse tool. So I was just beside myself. I had been wanting one, didn't purchase one, and she gifted us one. Well, they came with the international plug in. So on Amazon, I found the little plug that goes to it for the adapter so that you can use it in US plugs. Works like a charm, works like a dream, just like it was meant to work. And picked up a pack of these so that I have them should I accidentally misplace the other one. Good investment, especially in case I manage to haul any other We Are Maker tools that might have that international plug. So thought that that was a good thing maybe to have on hand. These are when you do pokey tools and pins and you want to dangle, if you'll put this bead with the little eyelet on it, it will let you add a dangle to pokey tools or to beaded pins. Picked up some more junk journaling supplies, small envelopes, coin envelopes from Dollar Tree. And then the last couple things that I picked up off Amazon, this is the Chaos Craft Cocoa Pouch die. But I have really been into, with my journaling and with embellishment, some of these Globeland dies. I don't know what it is about them, but I have really been into like the mini envelopes and the mini embellishments and things of that nature. This die right here has 2 different envelopes. I cannot wait to use it. And it's got like a little paper clip. It's got the little film strip bubble. The other thing I wanted with this was the little hash and then the tabs. was really interested in, I've got lots of tickets, but I was really interested in having these tabs for my journals, and then the file folders. There's like a coffee mark, coffee stain, the key, another tab, another type of file folder. So this has 3 file folders in it. So I'm excited for this set because I think that for embellishment purposes, to use up my scraps, and for junk journaling, this is going to be a good set to have. Another Globland set that I picked up off of Amazon is, let's see what this one says. I guess I should have looked. This one says Art Journal Holiday Decorating. This one says Globland Photo Album. And it makes a tag album. So like see the tag and see the here so that you could use for the hinge. Has another ticket, has some corner pieces, the little slits. It's got a regular tag. Here's hinges. You can change the edging. Here's just a square tag with another tag. This will let you, this one, here's a pocket, stamps, another film strip. This will let you create so it looks like a big stamp. So I'm excited to have this set because I'm looking forward to being able to make like a embellishment book or album quickly that will house like paper ruffles, rosettes, things like that. And then, let's see, this one says Globland Torn Edge. There are quite a few in here. I wanted this because it looks like a notebook edge right here. And it's this one, and then here is torn. There's an oval, there's some more tags, a different size film strip, some edging. I thought that this would be nice to have, like, it looks kind of like a torn edge. So quite a few layers, and then there's layering pieces. And then here, again, more torn edges and partial pages. There's even some small tiny paper clips and look like some little tape pieces. I think if I get like some masking tape and I use some distress ink or sprays, I can make that look like old tape, maybe even kind of like leathery. So I'm excited to use these dies in embellishments, junk journals, and see what I can create having these options available to me. Let's see, I think that's all for my Walmart and Amazon haul. I really am looking forward to this journaling. I think I've mentioned in a previous video that I'm not a traditional junk journaler in this sense, that I mean, I do repurpose a lot of, I'll use some of my Amazon bags. I'll use some different types of bags that I've picked up at Nellis Auctions to create some of my pages. But I feel like a combination of my Nellis Auctions haul and my Amazon haul are going to be perfect. They're going to complement each other so that I can produce some really nice journals with a junk journal emphasis and influence, and that I will also be able to craft with some of my KS Craft dies, my Amazon supplies, and my junk journaling skills, that I'll be able to produce some embellishment books and albums this year that I have this vision in my head of what I would like to be able to create, and I'm hopeful that I will be able to pull off and execute my vision. Thank you so much for stopping by and for visiting my channel. If you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you'd give this video a thumbs up. If you wouldn't mind subscribing if you haven't already, I would also really appreciate that, as I am trying to grow my channel. I am thankful that you took the time to stop by. I'm excited to see what 2026 looks like for the growth of my channel and for the opportunity to craft out some of my crafty dreams and to execute some of the things that are on my hit list or wish list, if you will, for 2026. Again, thank you for stopping by. Happy New Year and happy crafting. Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.